Hello there, I'm Carly with Indie Bin. You are about to listen to the organization tip sheet recording. So the idea behind this is that you have your organization tip sheet out in front of you and are following along with me. All right, so first let's define organization. Organization is the ability to use your time, energy, or resources in a helpful way to finish goals or tasks, okay? So, I think this is an area that applies to all of our life, no matter whether it's work or home or school or whatever. Organization can go a really long way. So let's keep chatting about it. So things to look for. So things that we might notice if we struggle with organization. We might be often late for appointments or miss important deadlines, like paying bills or completing assignments, things like that. Another thing to look for is not taking medications correctly, which can be very detrimental. So we want to be organized so that we are ensuring our health is at its best. Another thing to look for is someone that is unorganized or struggles with organization, loses track of time, or is feeling unsure of what day it is. Sometimes they might have trouble completing tasks that require multiple steps in a particular order. So those like that sequential thinking can get goofy. So things like laundry or cooking, or when we have to follow, a beginning, middle, end type format. Oftentimes these individuals jump from activity to activity without completion, or they'll give up easily on tasks. Okay, so just a few pieces left there. We got to finish that puzzle, right? And then what are we going to do about it? So turn to the back of your sheet. So accommodations for organization. We want to use a notebook, a planner, or digital calendar and reminder apps for scheduling. Review weekly and monthly schedules frequently. So I would say multiple times a day, you should be reviewing your schedule, whichever format you like. I am very old school. I have my paper schedule in front of me all the time. But some people are digital and they like having a digital calendar. So it is 2023. We have to do what people like and what they're going to utilize. So I've even had clients that make their own planners if they don't like the planners that are available in the store. So you can get as creative as you want, but as long as you have some type of system for writing down all your information, because even without brain injury, it's not going to work to just remember it in our head. We have to have a formalized system for scheduling things. We want to use a system of organization for tasks, such as important events, bill due dates, and other deadlines. And I think for this one too, for those of you that are taking your brain breaks and that have brain breaks as part of your schedule, you want to schedule those in. You want to schedule time on and time off. So don't just schedule what you need to do, but schedule your breaks, schedule naps, schedule rest time. Set timers if you're worried you're going to fall asleep, but we need to make sure we have a good system in place. Okay, so whatever that looks like for you. Another accommodation is to set up a routine by asking that your regular appointments be scheduled on the same day and at the same time. So let's say you go to like therapy every day, Tuesday at 2, and your therapist is unavailable on Tuesday at 2. So you should just cancel and see them next Tuesday at 2. Rescheduling is probably going to rock your world a little bit if you're a brain injury survivor. If you're a provider that works with them and you're in charge of scheduling, just cancel and reschedule for the next day. Rescheduling can really kind of throw our world off, but it can really help our world if we have a very consistent time. We try to do this with all of our support groups at the Brain Injury Network. They all meet monthly, but they meet at the same pattern. So like my Grand Forks group, we always meet the last Tuesday of the month at 4 o'clock, just to have that standing meeting time that doesn't change, right? Another helpful accommodation is to help switch between tasks, set a timer, or use a watch to alert yourself when to get ready for your next task. So this is for our people that like to spend all day doing a puzzle, right? It's fine to do puzzles. I'm not knocking puzzles. I love puzzles myself. But we need to also do our chores and our responsibilities and pay our bills and do our laundry and things like that. So let's say we want to work on our puzzle for 30 minutes. So I'm going to set my timer for 30 minutes, or I can set it for 25 and then hit snooze for 5 minutes to just get myself ready to be done with that task before I move on to my next task. We want to break tasks down into smaller, simpler steps and cross off each step as it is completed in order of priority. So again, priority wise from my last slide, if I have, puzzles and laundry to do one day, laundry should come first, then puzzle, right? So priority wise, we probably would rather have clean clothes than have finished that puzzle. But to-do lists can be great. And again, you can do them electronically too. You can use your notes section in your phone. I do that a lot for my shopping list. Or you can write it out by paper. It's always fun to write it out and then cross it off. Or in my notes section on my phone, I just delete it as I finish it. And even as I'm shopping, I put things in my cart, I delete it from my notes section and keep shopping. Another accommodation for organization, we want to keep all items you need to take with you, such as wallet, purse, keys, phone, in one spot in your home. So we want to have a home for everything, a spot where we keep all of our things. Like our keys should always go in the same spot. So that way when I need to go find them, I know where they are. And when I'm looking for them, I only have to retrace one pathway in my brain, not 3 pathways from maybe places that I might have set it down, right? So this is going to save you a lot of time and a lot of energy from running around the house trying to find different things as you're trying to leave home. So some people call this like a command center, whatever you want to call it, but just have a good spot that you keep all this important stuff in your home that's frequently taken with you. And that is the end of your tip sheet, but I just want to share that ND Bin does have some great organization resources. These are all available on our website. They're free, they're printable. So this one is information needed by emergency care providers. So this is something that would be good to have on hand, even to go to the doctor's office with, right? Because sometimes we might forget, like, who our primary is or who our insurance provider and that number, and have to dig out all those cards and sheets. So it can sometimes be nice to just have a sheet like this for when you do have to fill out new forms of the doctor. But also this is nice to have by your phone in your home should you need to contact emergency providers and you're unresponsive or something and you can't share all this stuff with them. So it kind of works both ways. And then that second page is just your medical history with dates and diagnoses. I know especially a lot of you with brain injury, you've had multiple labels and diagnoses, and it can be hard to keep everything straight. So to have it all in one spot can be very helpful. Another one is a weekly meal plan. We can write out what we're going to eat that week, things we need to buy, make some notes. A digital example of this, remember I said I use notes in my phone to do my shopping list. I do know Rebecca talks about, our director, she mentions that she just takes pictures of like her fridge and her cupboards. And then when she's at the store, she just zooms in. Oh, is there milk in the fridge? Nope. Okay, we must need milk. Okay, so that's a really simple, basic way to also shop if you're not one that likes to write or to take notes. This one is medications prescribed. So your meds are constantly changing, right, as a brain injury survivor. And so you want to write your medication, your dose, how often, who prescribed it. You can write any notes or side effects. And then when did you start taking it? And then if you stopped taking it, when did you stop? So that way when you go to the doctor, or even maybe when you need to call the pharmacy and order new prescriptions, you have all that right in front of you in a good, helpful spot. So those are just some things that are available on our website. Look those up as you wish and utilize them, but feel free to contact us if you have any further questions on organization. Thanks for listening. Have a great day.